truck life, and Chevy offers a full lineup of trucks and accessories to help make it your own. Make your Silverado bold with a sport bar and bed liner. Make your Colorado brighter with perimeter bed lighting. And make your Silverado HD more secure with a tonneau cover. Your Chevy dealer can help you find the right Chevy truck and accessories for you to make the most out of truck life. Click now to find new possibilities. See your Northwest Chevy dealer. Where do you find the perfect recipe manufacturer? Well, you found her at her home studio in Austin, Texas. But you can find her and thousands like her right now on Upwork. When the world is your workforce, finding the perfect designer, developer, marketer, or whomever you may need becomes a whole lot easier. Upwork, the world's work marketplace. You can unlock more cash than you realize from your home equity with a cash-out refinance today. In the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20% on Rocket Mortgage. You can unlock thousands of dollars. But you've got to act right now before it's unlock cash in your home. Rocket. Call 833-8-ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started.
Life sucks and I never try to decide. Mine's fucked even more than I realize. Time's up, could you leave when she arrives? If you ever heard what I heard in my mind, never try, you would cry, that's a lie, you would die. I don't wanna ever come down from a high, I'm in the best seats. From time in the next breed, if you come at me directly, don't need no one to defend me. Souls in a place that I can't get to, don't fuck with me.
Next. I don't hear no British bitch rapping.
can't stop, no one gets to kill. Strutting the club, the stuff, but still got my shades on. I hear the DJ mixing and the still got whisper song. Let's really make it okay to turn that club into a run holiday. So if you feel right, grab a grip tonight. It's your song tonight, and it's on tonight. With it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. You know the world be rocking to it, to it. So do it, do it, do it. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my fellas, tip your hats with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. You know the world be rocking to it, to it. So do it, do it, do it. Honey, the hot girl, that's all that I know. I represent the step on the dance floor, watch and learn, 'cause here I go. I throw my hands up and work my body to the floor. Let's really make it okay to turn that club into a run holiday. So if you feel right, grab a grip tonight. It's your song tonight, then it's on tonight. With it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. You know the world be rocking to it, to it. So do it, do it, do it, do it. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my fellas, tip your hats with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. You know the world be rocking to it, to it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
What's up, Coco? What's up, Coco? What's up, Coco? What's up, Coco? I lean that raw, I lean that raw. I drink, I smoke, I drink, I smoke. I snap my flame, I snap my flame. I clap my hand, I clap my hand. Don't get it twisted, pimpin'. This a hood dance, hood dance. Throw up your hood, man. Roll up the hood, man. They hate, but they can't do it, do it, do it, man, man. I ain't do it, man. In the wood, playing in the rubber band, man. They're right up on, they're right up clean up. They got that rock, we got that lean. Make the food pass, I make the shoulder lean. Showing up for show with, you know what I mean?
Bounce with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. You know the world be rocking to it, to it. So do it, do it. Bounce with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my fellas, put your hands with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. You know the world be rocking to it, to it. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Do it, do it, do it. So do it, bounce with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my fellas, put your hands with it. Do it, do it, do it. You know the world be rocking to it, to it, do it, do it.
Gleisa next. Gleisa next.
the fun stuff with Audible. Take time to listen to what you love, like sci-fi epics, gripping thrillers, true crime, and wellness. Whatever you're into, you can find the best of it on Audible, with best-selling audiobooks, exclusive originals, and so much more. Let Audible help you discover new ways to laugh, be inspired, or just be entertained. Sign up for your free 30-day trial today at audible.com.
Buying a home like the one I grew up in has been my dream. We had this great yard where my brother and I would run under the sprinklers. We had a big kitchen table where I told
Alexa,
my parents,
play Dan Cummins on Spotify.
Dan Cummins Radio from Spotify. So I
had a 6-foot-7 Tyler on the 4-wheel, and I love it. But I love them equally, too. I couldn't love either one of them anymore. What some parents won't tell you is you like one better. And I like my son better. And it's not because he's a boy or because he's older. He's just he's a better person. Like, I wish that wasn't true. I wish Monroe made better choices for herself. But she's just going down a dark path right now. She's mean-spirited. She's a mean-spirited little person. Like, a nice person doesn't come up to you when you look happy and just say, I don't love you, to see if they'll make you cry. That's a borderline sociopath. And it's not like I'm mean to her. If anything, I am nicer to her in a pathetic attempt to get her to be nicer to me. But I can't even compliment her right. Like, a while back, I told her, I'm like, Monroe, you are as beautiful as a princess. That's an amazing compliment. She got mad at me. She goes, no, Daddy, I'm prettier than princess. I didn't say anything, but I thought, you better be, because your personality is shit. No good. If you're not drop dead gorgeous, no one will love you. She's difficult, and she's hard to discipline. Like, Tyler's very easy, but he's a sensitive kid. Like, he just gets sad if you're upset with him. Monroe just doesn't care what you think. So it's like timeouts devastate Tyler. The first time I put Monroe in the corner for timeout, she literally stared at me and laughed openly. Just like his attitude, like, ooh, corner. What's your next move, old man? What, you gonna punch a baby? You got nothing. You got corner. I can take a shit in this corner. What did you put me in another corner? Good shit. After her first time out, for the next 6 months, she would randomly put herself in timeout. She didn't tell me, just wait for me to notice it. She took a little fuck reading me. She's at the beginning, I'm like, yeah, I know it. I like it. You wanna know what? It's pretty good. I just punched Tyler in his face, hard. Pretty hard. What do you think, like 10, 15 minutes? Let me know. The second I get out of here, I'm gonna punch him in his face again. The timeout wouldn't work for Kyler. The next stage of punishment was you would take away like a privilege, take his favorite toy, put it on top of the refrigerator, and let him know he has to become a better person to get to go back. You put Monroe's favorite toy on top of the fridge, and that toy is dead to her forever. Just like, oh, leave puppy dog in the fridge. I don't want, huh? You know what? Maybe puppy dog's sad. Maybe puppy dog's lonely. Oh. You should put baby dog next to puppy dog company. You know what you should do? You should take a bunch of my toys outside, light them on fire, show the neighborhood how much of a man you are. You can take all my toys. Don't you understand what's happening here? I don't give a shit. You're my only toy. Like, I could grab Monroe and throw her across the street, and she has this attitude like, well then do it, bitch, quit talking and do it. Throw me, you fuck. I'm just not making up a weird character for either. That, like, is her real attitude. She's like a little gangster. Like, she really is. She's like, has like a little gangster persona. Like, when I don't have her, when she's at her mom's, I Skype with her. And her little catchphrase, is for real. Like, she will say hardcore gangster shit to you and then be like, for real. So I'm talking to her on Skype and she's being sassy like she always is. And I'm like, keep it up, Monroe. Keep it up. When Daddy sees you next, I'm going to tickle you so much. You don't even know how much I'm going to tickle you. And she just stares back, just stone-faced, like a death row inmate. And she just goes, so? Next time I see you, I'm going to punch you in your face, for real. Like, who are you? Like, I don't care how little she is or where I am in the world in relation to her. If I am ever murdered, she is the prime suspect. Like, she did it or she's behind who did it. Thank you for helping me document that. Thank you guys very much.
You guys know that thing where they're trying to sneak in like creepy stuff, dark stuff into kids' movies? You know what I'm talking about? Like they're trying like sneak in grown-up stuff. Like in Lion King, they say the sandstorm, you can read the word sex. Yeah? Or like in Wizard of Oz, they say in the corner you can see somebody hanging. I wish sometimes it would happen the other way around. You know, like it would be like, did you guys see that movie Hostel? You know that scene where they cut the guy's Achilles tendon and he's bleeding everywhere and he can't walk? In the corner, you can see a kid tasting cotton candy for the first time. It is so beautiful, you guys. Watch it every day.
I was home recently to visit my family. Does anybody have a family? Anybody have a family here? Yeah? No? Not all you clapping, you're just drunk orphans?
What? Oh, you.
Dude, I have a really unique family, one really rare quality. I'm a stand-up comedian. I've got two brothers back home. Both in their 30s, both still live at home, both are unemployed. Dude, you know how rare it is for a mother to be like, one of my sons tells jokes and has two roommates. Woo, and we're proud. I can't make this up. One of my brothers back home got arrested for selling MDMA to a cop. I told a buddy this, who's a huge pothead. Dude, his follow-up question was amazing. I go, dude, my brother Lou got caught for selling MDMA to a cop. This is what the stoner says. He goes, let me ask you a question, man. Was the cop undercover? Yeah, dude. How dumb do you think my brother is as a drug dealer? Think about that. That's an ambitious drug dealer. Who wants to sell that badly? Just walks up to a cop in full uniform like, hey man, I know you're working, but do you like to party or what about your horse? Got some special K for your horses, sir.
I am single, and I know what you're thinking, but this guy looks like he invented sex, and it's true. Wasn't always single, used to be in a relationship with a lady. But we had to break up, we really did. We kept having the same argument over and over again, where she would accuse me of being emotionally unavailable and secretive, so I would politely excuse myself from the conversation and go to the basement and lock the door, and then I'd work on my project. Never really understood what she was talking about. I think my problem, I get very nervous in intimate situations, and I know now I seem very calm and collected, but I did root for myself. My trouble with women, I think it goes back to puberty. I used to be a normal-looking kid at one point. I looked like a small Ron Howard. Just red hair and freckle face, running around to my Oshkosh Bagosh, getting into pickles. And then puberty just hit me like a truck. I swole up big, got covered in hair, and developed a man voice. And that's not a great move for 6th grade. Not a lot of the girls wanted to slow dance with the kid in class. It kind of looks like their uncle. I still try as an adult, try to meet later. They go to the bars, or the clubs, or the libraries, wherever it is the pretty girl drink. See a lovely lady across the room, get a smooth line picked out of my head, strut on over to where she is, but by the time I got over there, I'm so nervous, the line just comes out really weird, like, hey, baby, to most girls I just get the clap, but you get a round of applause. Thank you?
I don't know what to say to her.
That or the ever sexy, a girl! Back to the clubhouse, and I run.
Yeah, I drink. That's my vice of choice, is drinking. I smoke weed occasionally, but this is what happens. When I drink, I'm able to be in the moment. When I smoke weed, overanalyze the moment, which is not good to do during sex. Because if I'm drunk and having sex, I'm thinking, yeah, this is cool. But if I'm high during sex, I'm thinking, yeah, why is she letting me do this to me? What was her childhood like? What's her relationship with her father? Does she let everybody smash this fast? I started doing weird stuff during high sex, like counting my strokes and a 1 or 2 of them. Not a good mindset for me. I tried cocaine in college. It was too intense. I went to this party, coked up. As soon as we got there, this girl threw a beer in my friend's face. I freaked out. Fucking slap that bitch, man! Threw a beer, you know you slap her! I'm gonna relax. If I slap her, those 5 dudes over there gonna kick my ass. You just slap her. I'll worry about the rest. And I never want to feel like that again. There's no reason for me to be telling a dude to slap a woman and I can beat up 5 people. That's not unnecessary sensation. I don't need it in my life at all. There's no place for it. But I'd be lying if I told you the cocaine that brought me to the most in life. When I was in Minneapolis, I had a threesome with these girls that were on cocaine. And I didn't think a threesome was going to happen because I thought the fat one would leave. But when life gives you lemons, you throw lemons at people. I didn't want to leave because she was fat. I don't discriminate. She didn't seem like into the whole situation at first. But once the cocaine got into her, turns out it's pretty cool. I didn't do any cocaine with it, but sometimes it can soften up your dick. And the last thing I need in my hotel room is 2 angry, coked out, horny girls screaming at me. Honey, what's wrong with it? I don't know. Can everybody just be quiet for a little bit, please? Everybody just quiet down. There's some drinks in the other room. Y'all better chill out with that for a little bit. I'll be in there, man. And we had a good old-fashioned Midwestern night. They welcomed me to their city in a wonderful way. I wake up, the hotel room was kind of trash, so I leave a nice tip out, go off to the come back. The room was clean perfectly. They cleaned all of the kitchen counter, except they left a small bottle of cocaine. I said, that's extremely professional hotel housekeeping right there. They love people. And that's the type of attention to detail that gets you a 5-star Yelp review right there. I'll be back to that residence in Marriott. 3-star hotel, 5-star service. That's what really matters.
Switching and saving with Geico is easy, so you're free to ponder life's big questions. Like if a person can get discombobulated, does that mean the rest of the time they're just like combobulated? Are we humans always in a state of combobulation? Until, of course, something dramatic happens, and we are discombobulated for a while. Then we go back to being combobulated. Yeah, that's probably how that works. Switch and save with Geico. It's easier than you think.
Maybe you have no idea how you'll send all the kids to college. Maybe starting a business. Or maybe even buying a home feels like a stretch. But that's all right. Because at KeyBank, we know a thing or two about helping folks get past maybe. After all, sometimes doing more than you thought possible just takes a few folks that you know. KeyBank opens doors.
KeyBank is member FDIC, NMLS number 399797. Equal housing lender.
Taking out med school loans had me watching every penny. I took 2 buses to get to campus. During my residency, I walked between the blocks. But since I opened the Royal Road Mate checking account when I refinanced my loans, I got a crazy low rate plus a cash bonus. And all that extra money helped me finally buy my own car.
Where are we going?
Anywhere we want.
Royal Road for Doctors. Banking insights and benefits uniquely designed for doctors. See royalroad.com/doctor shopping for full terms and conditions. Royal Road is part of KeyBank and member FDIC.
That story is about my parents. I was visiting my parents. I go, like, them. Don't get me wrong, I would die for them, but if I met them at a party, I'd be like, these people, you know, this place is beat, we're out of here, you know, because my parents are Italian, but they eat at the Olive Garden, literally. My dad will show off by pronouncing menu items authentically. He'll be like, I'll have the pasta fagioli, and I'm like, we're sitting in a strip mall between a Build-A-Bear and a Spencer Gifts. You'll have the pasta fagioli like everybody else. You're not special. They make up phrases. I realized this as an adult when I would say the things that my parents said to me as kids to people in the outside world. And they'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? I was like, but my brother said that. Anybody ever heard that phrase? Yeah. Like, that's really confusing for a child. Because it would seem like she's encouraging me to do it. You know, she'd be like, let's fun, you're going to the mall. Yeah, that's fun. Burger buddies, okay, that's fun.
A watermelon festival about a year ago. I didn't drive because you know I'm not good with the directions. So I let a friend drive, and we're halfway there when we get really lost, and she pulls into a 7-Eleven to get directions to a watermelon festival. And this is a true story. It's basically a carnival, but there's watermelon seed spitting, the largest watermelon. We get lost, she pulls into 7-Eleven and starts pulling up to black people to get directions to a watermelon festival. And don't worry, this bit isn't prejudiced, or I wouldn't do it. I don't do that. I'm not one of those people that goes, I don't mean to be prejudiced, and then prejudiced shit comes out of their mouth. They never say, I don't mean to be prejudiced, but I like jelly beans. All right. Actually, that's not prejudice. She's asking black people directions to a watermelon festival? How about having a heart? You don't ask black people directions to a watermelon festival. They don't even know you're going to a watermelon festival, really. You sound like a dick justifiably. You pull up, hey, you know where the watermelon festival is? How you doing, huh? I like to have fun. There you go. I wouldn't ask black people directions to a watermelon festival if they had a watermelon festival t-shirt from last year that said, ask me how to get to the watermelon festival. I'm going inside. Always somebody getting upset and always somebody trying to calm somebody down. That's what relationships are. Basically, somebody's upset, somebody's trying to calm that person down. Very rarely will two people just go hysterical. Right? And that's when the police are called. But other than that, sometimes it's your girlfriend that calms you down and your wife. That's why you love her. You're upset about something, she needs to relax. It's not a big deal. Puts things into perspective. But it doesn't work. What you have to do is become the overreactor. No matter how upset she is, act even 10 times more upset. It works, unless she's here tonight with you. But let's say you're at a restaurant a week from now. She goes, does it take an hour to get a hamburger? Just go, what? An hour? She's like, relax, it's just a hamburger. Go, all right. I just love you so much and I don't want to see you be unhappy. Let's say you're at home. You know, she's like, did you take the laundry from the washer and put it in the dryer? Just go, I forgot. I'm going to kill myself tonight with liquor and ether. She's like, it's not a big deal. I'll do it. It'll take me a second. Go, all right. I just feel like I take a bath.
colleges, 2 colleges, right? You got the BYOU or whatever, and the other one, the state Mormon something. State Mormon something. I love it. It's fun though. I like here, but every girl he's like married. I'm like, oh crap. Talk about, cock block, right? Jesus. I'm like, you are hot. Where are you going? To my husband's house? What? You're 18. What is this, 1812? What's going on here? It's fine now. The chicks are out. The chicks are hot. A lot of girls here. A lot of college kids here in the crowd. You know, a lot of college kids. Sweet. I actually finished college 2 years ago, huh? Finished. Like that, huh? There we go. Clap it up, right? When I was there taking an Islam class, the whole time mom was like freaking out, She's like, you gotta get out of that class. You gotta get out of that class. I'm like, Mom, why are you freaking out? I was in class. The best class I ever went to was sign language because it was so easy to cheat. Because my teacher was deaf. Because when you take a test, you just sign something to write down what you're signing. So every time I take a test, I just like bend my head forward and I'm like, does anyone know the answer to 4? Deaf teachers are awesome, seriously. And I see some of you are like offended by the joke or whatever, but I brought my deaf teacher to like 7 of my comedy shows, and she didn't have a problem with anything that I said. Her favorite joke actually is when I go, because she feels the vibrations.
I did a TV show up here with people that were looking for Bigfoot, which I really enjoyed doing it. Yeah, have you seen him? I've seen him. I think he's got a small wiener, because that's why you can't find him. He just got big feet, big hands, and he's embarrassed because he's got a tiny little thing there. Bigfoot, small package. I actually shot a show in Ukraine. We were trying to get these guys mail order drives. That's a sketchy place. So the legal aid that we sent in Ukraine is yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. But, oh, you're back. Nice work on television. Are you okay? You are walking with a clenched butthole. I am psychic. I really feel like I had a Kreskin moment. You have the diarrhea that I threw into him. You're on. Hold it a second. You have a shot of the diarrhea, brothers? J-Bone was playing with his balls earlier. His brother just took liquid poo in the bathroom on television. You guys are a dream. It's the aristocrats in the front row. Happy you're back, sir. Are you okay? Did they have to duct tape your butthole shut? All right, here's a couple stories that you deserve. Full house, can you give it? Here they are. I'll tell them relatively efficiently. This is a true story. We had a donkey on Full House once. Anybody see that? All right, well, I barely remember it because I was on NyQuil, but this is a true thing. We had a donkey on the show and a studio audience, and there's kids there, and the air conditioning is a-blowing, and the donkey got an erection. Exactly, and it was big because it was a donkey. And it's big. And the kids are little, and the guys are up here because they're not kids. And the donkey just got like full-on wood, and I didn't know what to do. His name, real name, professional working name was Eeyore, the working name of the donkey. But I started calling it Peppermill because the whole thing looked like a, you go to Olive Garden, looked like that, and it had a pulse. It was a big old donkey. And then it took a crap at the same time, which is virtually impossible to do unless you come from J-Bone's family.
He's got one brother with, he's got a big old wood, and his brother's just doing spin art in the living room. Terrible. So then the donkey knew I was talking about it, because a living thing can tell, and it's like, yeah, it got mad, and it really fucked me up. I mean, I will be in a restaurant, and I will order a Caesar salad, and they'll say, would you like some fresh ground pepper? And so you get that fucking thing away from me. That is a donkey's cock. And I know that because I was on Full House. And that scares them a lot.
Like a lot of men, I have a name for my penis. Not that a lot of men have a name for my penis. I might have phrased that wrong. I did name my penis, though. I named it Manny Pacquiao, after the boxer, because it has a mean left hook. It really does. It goes that way. Also, it's very big in the Philippines, so two reasons I call it that. Oh, I am not suggesting that Filipino men have tiny penises. That is not what I'm saying. I'm merely implying that Filipino women have small, delicate vaginas. You're welcome. True sex story, I once broke my bed having sex. There was another person involved, but she was 5'2", $110. It was all me. I broke that bed. When you break a bed having sex, your immediate reaction is, yeah. The power of our sex is shattering furniture. That's how much passion exists between us. We're just laying waste to everything in our way. I hate that fucking dresser. Let's fuck on it next. Then later on, you sober up and you realize, that's my bed. I have to sleep in that. And I'm a Canadian entertainer, so I can't just afford a new bed. I gotta save up for a new bed. I'm just saying, sleep's been difficult. And laying in a concave nest every night, and my fitted sheets refuse to stay on. It's just irritating.
Since I had my son, paying down my med school debt has become my top priority. I remember holding him in my arms for the first time, looking into his beautiful little face.
Alexa, stop.
With a
Peace out, nobody.